Today I'll be explaining the entire story of Fortnite Chapter 1 in under 10 minutes. Season 1. Season 1 was the first season of Fortnite. It started on October 26, 2017, and it ended on December 13, 2017. It was one of the shortest seasons, only lasting 49 days. This season introduced us to the very first map, including the likes of Pleasant Park, Loot Lake, Salty Springs, Greasy Grove, and many more locations. We also were introduced to the Fortnite item shop and V-Bucks. The weapon pool included classics like the Scar, tac shotgun, pump shotgun, the rocket launcher, grenade launcher. We also had launch pads, but there was one thing missing in this season, and that was the battle pass. Season 2. Season 2 had something that wasn't included in Season 1, and it was the battle pass. The battle pass included many skins that are now known as OG skins. Most of you guys watching probably know these skins, like the Black Knight, the hardest skin to get in the battle pass, or the Sparkle Specialist. This season was definitely longer, lasting 2 months, and there were 5 new locations added this season. First up, we have Shifty Shafts, an underground mine that was difficult to navigate. Second, we had Junk Junction, a junkyard that we all forgot about. Third, we had Snobby Shores, and it was a neighborhood that not many people landed at. Coming up next, we had Haunted Hills. As the name suggests, it was a creepy graveyard that was surrounded by hills. And I saved the best location for last, a location we all know. It was Tilted Towers. Season 3. In Season 3, we had a whole unique battle pass, but first Fortnite extended the tiers from 70 to 100 to include more items. The battle pass included a skin called the Mission Specialist, a male astronaut. Also, it had Rustlord, which kind of looked like Peter Quill from Guardians of the Galaxy. We also had Moonwalker, a female astronaut. Then we also had Dark Voyager, an astronaut with a black suit. The last two were iconic, the Elite Agent and the Reaper, known as John Wick. But it was not just the skins that were iconic. It was also the emotes, like Take the L. It was so popular that even Antoine Griezmann did it, but Season 3 was missing something. Season 4. Season 4 added something that Season 3 was missing, and that was a live event. And that event was a rocket event. The rocket flew around a few times, causing explosions and cracking open the sky. It looked like a rift appeared in the sky. Also in this season, we got Dusty Divot, which replaced Dusty Depot after a meteor crashed into the location. Hop rocks were scattered around this location. Also during this time, Fortnite had its first collaboration with the introduction of the Infinity Gauntlet. It was an LTM. It was the first ever mythic item. You also turned into Thanos when you obtained the gauntlet. Season 5. This season kicked off with 2 new locations, Paradise Palms and Lazy Links. Paradise Palms took over the area Moisty Mire while adding in the desert biome, and Lazy Links, on the other hand, took over Anarchy Acres and gave us a golf course, along with the ATK, a drivable golf cart. This season, Battle Pass had 2 main characters that left the community divided on who was better, and that was Drift, who had a cat-like mask, and Ragnarok, a Viking with cool variants. There was also a lot of updates this season, adding items like the Grappler. Fortnite also wanted to add another LTM, and that LTM was called the Getaway. In this LTM, the goal was to steal a llama jewel that spawned on the map, and you had to go to a getaway van to win and escape with the jewel. Season 6. The theme of Season 6 was based on Halloween, and the Fortnite storyline was at a high point. They changed up Loot Lake and added Kevin the Cube to make it a floating island. Fortnitemares was introduced this season. The update brought cube monsters. Some items that were added in Season 6 were balloons, quad crashers, and quad launchers. The battle pass was DJ Yonder, a DJ llama. It also had Calamity, a cowgirl, with some interesting physics. Dire, who was tier 100, who was a normal guy who turned into a wolf, and there were many more skins in this battle pass. Season 7. Season 7 shook up the Fortnite formula by introducing a snowy biome that took over most of the southwest side of the island. As a part of this, 3 new areas were added to the island. First of these was Frosty Flights, an airport with planes, which was a new vehicle added. Next up is Happy Hamlet, a charming little town. And last but not least, we had Polar Peak, a mysterious mountain peak. We also had the Block, which was a cool idea where player creations from Creative were added as real locations. What is Creative? Creative was a whole new game mode which allowed players to create whatever they wanted on their own island. This season also added one of the most controversial weapons, and that was a mythic item called the Infinity Blade. This item would slice through players like it was nothing. We also had another vehicle added this season, and that was the Drift Wars, which were great for mobility. For the Battle Pass, we had multiple skins, but one that stood out was the Ice King, who created a event for the season, which covered the whole Fortnite island into snow. Season 8. Season 8 revolved around pirates and adventures. A new tropical and volcanic biome was added to the northeast section of the map. Locations were added like Sunny Steps, Lazy Lagoon, and a huge volcano. Very unusual weapons were added too, like the flintlock pistol that flings you back once you shot it. Also, the boom bow was added, the first bow of many added into the game. The Battle Pass this season included skins like Peely, a fan favorite, Lux, the Tier 100 skin, and a pirate who could turn into a skeleton. There was also Hybrid, who could turn himself into a lizard, along with a couple more skins. We also had a cannon that was added that you were able to shoot from and launch yourself out of. We also had the first official live event this season, which was the unvaulting event. Players got the opportunity to pick one item that should be unvaulted, and everybody chose the drum gun, which was added to the game. Also in this event, the volcano destroyed Retail Row, and the beloved tilted. Season 9. In Season 9, the theme was revolved around the future, with a description of the future is yours. We had 3 new locations like Neo Tilted, a futuristic tilted, Mega Mall, a huge mall complex, and Pressure Plant. Slipstreams were also added across the map for rotation. We also had the combat shotgun added as one of the only shotguns that season, which annoyed a lot of people. The Battle Pass skins were pretty forgettable this season as they did not impact the storyline. This season we had an end event, which was Monster vs. Mech, and it was a monster that was inside of Polar Peak's iceberg, which escaped when Polar Peak melted. And the mech was us trying to save the island. And to sum up the fight, the mech won, killing the monster. Season X. Season X was the last season of Chapter 1. This season was revolved around time travel, as lots of unexpected locations began to appear scattered across the map. Like Moisty Palms, a combination of Moisty Mire and Paradise Palms. Tilted Town would also arrive, replacing Tilted with a Western theme. Later on, we got Gotham City, a collaboration bringing Batman's hometown into Fortnite. Starry Suburbs would also arrive, making the west side of the map into an interesting location, with stars that had loot in them. We also had a couple more locations, but the Battle Pass was a new version of old skins, like this Knight, being a new version of the Black Knight. We also had a vehicle added this season, which was probably somehow more controversial than the Infinity Blade, and that was the Mechs, a robot that could shoot out rockets. This season ended with an end event, a black hole event, where the rocket returned, causing a black hole to spawn, sucking us all into it. As we waited days in the black hole, with everybody freaking out that they weren't able to play Fortnite, but after just a couple of days, the black hole ended, and we had a fresh start with a new chapter, Chapter 2. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for a pineapple. If you want me to make a summary of Chapter 2, comment it. But that's it for me, Tropical Fruits. See you in the next video. Peace!